Welcome, welcome, welcome to another series, another passage of the Tao of Women. I'm Maria Chaudhry, and I am bowing to each and every one of you that is live here and on the replay. I have just returned from a miraculous morning of listening to the Tao, my own internal wisdom, the guidance of water. And so I feel very prepared for today's session, very timely. Every week, week after week, this book, this passage, this journey touches me in profound ways. So let's prepare ourselves to be open, to be moved, to be touched, to be shaped by the Tao. Taking a moment, softening your breath, taking a moment, allowing yourself to arrive here, feeling your feet, feeling your body supported by the earth, by the chair. Feel your body become alive with the breath, awake with the breath, inspired by the breath, and have the courage and the humbleness to just simply exhale, release, and let it all go. Let it move through you. And with that, let's read. If you have the book, read along with me. If you don't have the book, get it. Passage 43, gentle. Women's ways are gentle and can overcome the hard. When there is flexibility, there is space for the new. There is value in gentleness. In the blowing of the wind, the reed bends and holds its own. Growing in the dark, the moss points the way. The wise woman going with the flow smooths even the sharpest rock. Let's take a nice deep breath and we'll read it one more time. And then we'll embody it into a Qigong practice. Gentle. Women's ways are gentle and can overcome the hard. When there is flexibility, there is space for the new. There is value in gentleness. In the blowing of the wind, the reed bends and holds its own. Growing in the dark, the moss points the way. The wise woman, going with the flow, smooths even the sharpest rock. And as I spent my morning at the river, I really understand how the gentle smooths out even the sharpest rock. So let's practice. I invite you to find your feet if you're not on them already and clear your space. Opening your space, opening your body, opening your perception. Bring your hands and feet together. And with a humble bow, empty your cup. So you let go, you surrender, you empty. And after you feel like you have released, feel your feet on the earth, soften your knees, and with your inhale, unfurl your spine. As you fill your body with your breath, you emerge, you rise, you unfold, you open and bloom into the present moment and step across the threshold into our practice. In this practice, remember, these are transmissions, not teachings. In this practice, we are going to open the flow. Many of our Qigong forms, at least the ones that I teach, have this as an opening. Open the flow. So I invite you to bring your attention inside your body and rest your attention down at your feet. As you breathe, feel your feet on the floor, on the earth. Feel how there's a gentle rock and sway. When you inhale, allow yourself to shift your weight toward your heels and exhale toward your toes. Always keeping your heels and your toes on the floor. Just allow your weight to shift with your breath. You're exploring your balance. You're almost losing your balance when you come back. You're almost losing your balance. As you inhale and the energy rises up. And then as you exhale, you go forward and you almost lose your balance, like I'm almost losing my balance. And then I inhale. And as I inhale, this energy rises up my body, up my spine. And as I exhale, the energy pours down the front of my body and I pour toward my toes as my hands float down. And I let my breath be the leader. And it helps me shift my weight. It helps the energy rise and fall. It helps my hands float up and down. As we open the flow, we move like a wave. This is an incredibly simple movement, and yet it's one of the most advanced movements also to get synchronized and organized and unified and softened. And so as we open the flow and our weight shifts toward our heels and the energy rises like a wave up our spine, our hands rise. And as the weight shifts toward our toes, the energy pours down the front of our body, our hands float down. And with each breath, this wave grows and softens, becomes more gentle, more smooth, more embodied. And in the beginning, we're doing the work. Like I'm thinking and organizing my breath, and it's a lot like a surfer that has to swim to the wave. Right now, we're doing that work. Right? But if you've been with me for a while, you remember we're going to tap into the non-doing. That's what gentleness does. So at some point, it'll shift. And instead of you being the surfer paddling to the wave, you start to ride the wave. You feel like you're riding this energy as you open the flow, moving gentle, soft, fluid. There's a flexibility, there's a smoothness. You're allowing yourself to go with the flow. You're riding the wave. Until something shifts again at some point, You become the wave. You become so soft, so gentle, so powerful that in this relaxed state you awaken and become alive. There is value in gentleness, in smoothness, in softness. There's value in becoming gentle, being gentle, being like water. I'm going to be silent. Let the form teach you. Let the wave teach you. Let gentleness teach you. Open the flow. Be the flow. Be gentle. Find the softness and let it rub up against all those hard places, the sharp places in your mind that criticize, that judge, that move too quickly, that are jagged, unrefined. With gentleness and compassion and great love and patience, soften those parts, smooth it out. You stay in the practice, and I'll read to you one more time so you can embody this form of gentleness. Women's ways are gentle and can overcome the hard. When there is flexibility, there is space for the new. There is value in gentleness. In the blowing of the wind, the reeds bend and hold its own. Growing in the dark, the moss points the way. The wise woman, going with the flow, smooths even the sharpest rock. Allow me to return to the practice with you. What really stands out in that reading for the third time is when there is flexibility, there is space for something new. What are you making space for? Where are you being called to be more flexible? And I love the passage, growing in the dark, the moss points the way. Makes me think of how moss grows on the northern part of the tree. Growing in the dark. And that part of you that's growing in the dark, the part of you that's growing into the yin state, and it's pointing the way for your journey. Sweet gentleness. Starting to make this movement even softer, even more gentle. Starting to make this movement smaller as we return back to our center, back to our origin, carrying this gentleness with us in our spine, in the waters of our body, in our heart and spirit. This gentle, eternal aspect of our essence that flows with all of life, with all of creation. You are bringing that home to your center. As you slow it down, it's as if you're starting to thicken it. It's becoming thicker and more substantial as we return, as we complete. So gentle, fluid, carrying this with you as we move towards stillness. At some point, you find your still point. And it takes a moment to get there. There's no rush. Finding your still point. And when you do, we rest here. Our physical body is still. We're anchored. Our breath is anchored deep in our belly and our dantian. Our roots run deep. Our knees are soft. Our crown is lifted. Our hands are open. We're standing in Wuji, gentle, non-doing, stillness. Feeling your presence and your essence amplify as you find the value of gentleness. With a sweet smile on your face, knowing we could stay here for a very long time, we start to complete this practice by simply giving gratitude to the earth and to the sky as we stand between earth and sky, and we collect and we integrate and we draw this experience through our body gently and sweetly all the way through your body down, back down to the earth. We are going to do this 3 times. There's a gentle rising and a gentle sinking as you comb through your field, combing gently through your energy field, sinking down, letting this energy go all the way through you down to the earth. One more time, a gentle rising, gathering, and a gentle combing through, settling, integrating, completing, storing some of this energy into your belly, your dantian, and then let the rest of it pour down through your legs, down, back down to the earth as you sink. This is our last one, so we're going to lift our hands and our feet. And just because we're completing, come back into your body, stretch up, stretch into your body. Yeah, now turn your hands down and just let your hands float down. Now you are completing. You're now in your body. You're not in your energy field. Your mind is bright. Your shen is up, thinking clear. Your heart is open and gentle. Your emotions are present. Your body is awake and alert. And you're going to seal this in to your lower dantian gently without disturbing the qi. Breathe down into your belly, sealing it in. You can make a little circle one direction and a circle the other direction to store some of this gentleness into your body and coating your body with a gentle power of flexibility, creating space, guiding the way in the dark. And we bow. Right hand makes a fist. Boom. Rise every day like the sun, brilliant and bright. Shine no matter where you are and who you're with. You are brilliant. Left hand covers it. Cyclical, always whole, always complete, even in your darkest hour. And we bow. We bow to each other, all of you that are here live and on the replay. We bow to the Tao of Women. We bow to our teachers' teachers, and the teacher within, bringing this back to our heart. And remember, we do not store it in our heart, we store it in our belly. And we step back across the threshold, back into our life, and we rub it in, and we shake it up, and we do whatever it is we need to do, and we carry this gentle power and this great love with us. And I would love to hear what you receive from this practice. Of course, I would like to invite you to get a copy of this book. The link is in the description. The link to Qigong Class on Monday nights online is in the description. And for local people, it's also in the description on Wednesday mornings. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for your practice. I bow to you in your practice. Thank you.